We will sink them all. That is a warning now coming out of Tehran. Sharp, direct, and unapologetic here, and it is aimed straight at Washington. Well, the US has moved very powerful warships into the region. The world knows about it. Steel giant cutting through the strategic water. Fire jets on the standby here. In the meantime, carrier strike groups, they are positioned. A visible show of force. In fact, among them, the USS Gerald R. Ford, one of America's most advanced aircraft carriers, sailing alongside with the guided missile destroyer USS Winston S. Churchill. Together they form a floating fortress. It's a message, it's a warning, but Tehran is not impressed. Brigadier General Mohammad Jafar Asadi, he has dismissed the deployment as political theater. Basically a propaganda phase, a show. Well, his words suggest that Iran sees this as a psychological pressure and not preparation for the war. And then came the counter warning. Any miscalculation, he said, it would trigger a devastating response. No hesitation. There was no retreat, there was just a response. This comes as US President Donald Trump publicly stated that he is considering possible military action. Now, that single word, considering, has kind of sent shockwaves through global markets, diplomatic channels, and defense headquarters as well, because when warships move and leaders, they talk of options, the stakes do rise. Well, to understand the picture, carrier strike groups, they do not deploy casually. They project air power, missile capability, rapid response force. Their presence alone can change calculation across a region, but Iran is signaling something equally clear. It will not be intimidated. Its message? Warships can sail, jets can fly, but any direct strike will be answered. And this is a dangerous part. Neither side is firing right now. Yet, both the sides, they are signaling strength, threats. And in geopolitics, signaling, it can sometimes be louder than action. The Mediterranean right now, ladies and gentlemen, the Gulf, strategic waterways, they are now carrying more than commercial traffic. They carry tension. Every radar signal, every maneuver, every statement from a podium, watched, interpreted, and calculated. The question now is extremely simple. Is this deterrence, or is this the slow drumbeat before something much bigger? Because when very powerful fleets, they move and strong words follow, the margin for error, it kind of shrinks. For now, the ships continue their transit. For now, the statements continue from both the capitals, but the world watches, because in moments like this, it only takes one misstep to turn rhetoric into reality.